Hi, this is Andrew Robinson, and for some reason, you're about to listen to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I can only imagine what that show is like.
Burn.
It's amazing. No, it's a compliment.
Oh.
I think.
Whatever
It
happened to
was
get
for some reason. 734-494-0980. What is the reason you listen to us?
Why was
what
Andrew
reason?
Robinson?
Is there a reason?
Is there a reason?
Yeah.
Are you being held captive?
Welcome.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 style.
Welcome to Keeping Up with the Kardashians. This is Nick.
This is Rob.
This is Joe.
And welcome. You two both got good hats on today. You got a best dad ever hat. You got a fresh WMU cap. I got a bald head.
You got a bald cap on.
I got a bald cap and a Keeping Up with the Kardashians podcast t-shirt. But welcome to this podcast, this humble little podcast of ours, where we talk about all the things going on in the world of media and television and movies and all that. But more specifically, Star Trek, our deepest passion of all. And we're continuing our Star Trek The Next Generation Season 5 review. We got 2 episodes to hit you up with today, and those 2 episodes are Unification 1, Unification 2. Fala 2.
Yeah, Unification Fala 2.
Fala 2. So we got those 2 episodes.
Already on the right path with Unification 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly. We're already on the right path.
Yep.
And we're going to review those in the second half of the episode. The first half, we usually catch up on stuff that's going on in the news with media and all that. There isn't too much going on.
So right to the Star Trek.
I know.
But there are some cool things that I've recently just found that I think would be worth mentioning. First of all, did you see the Legos set for the Krusty Burger that they released?
No.
Oh my gosh. Like, I know you can.
Ooh, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty legit. And it's a good looking set.
Yeah. Did you see the Simpsons house set? A few years ago when they released that. That one was solid,
That
too.
one was solid. Oh, that's like the old Toy Times, actually.
I know.
Toy time.
Toy Time. Everybody.
Are those songs even on the board anymore?
Gosh, I don't think they are.
So we used to have a segment here called Toy Time with Joe. And for the Patreons out there and anybody interested in Patreon.
Old school. That's old school. Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Did a music video.
Oh my gosh, it's not. No.
To that song.
Ooh, that's sad.
And it's everything you could dream of.
Yeah. It is. It's something.
Oh, that was good. That was dressing up like
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
That was good. That was good times.
Walking through
Targets.
Multiple targets, plural.
There is some other cool stuff, though. Like if you go to Lego's website, which we encourage you all to do at home.
Lego.com.
They got like the Pixar light.
Ooh, I like the mini vending machine. That's fun.
Minifigure vending machine.
I did see the Pixar light like a week or so ago. That's fun.
The
That's
book
cool.
nook things, which are really cool to put in your book stand, like the Balrog. You shall
reads
not
books?
pass. I know, right? I mean,
Words are hard.
They got some, like, look at the Nike Dunk Lego set. They got some really,
very cool.
really.
Hey, 2 planes humping.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's a rumor that at the end of the year there'll be Star Trek on there.
Yes, I heard they finally got the license for it. So
I don't know
For
if it's
real?
true.
Like, are they? Can they? I mean, it would be. I've long said this. Long said that they're missing an opportunity.
yeah. Well, the problem is they didn't have the license. So now that they,
Well, yeah, but it's a dollar store license.
Well, no,
Paramount doesn't
no.
do dick with the license anyway.
It was already another company had it at the time. They had an exclusive.
Mega Blocks or some shit.
Mega Blocks had
And
it.
what did they do with it? Nothing.
They released some sets. They just sucked.
Mega Blocks.
Yeah. Let me. I'll pull them up. I'll show you the Mega Block Star Trek sets. But they weren't great. They were not great at all. There's their Enterprise. I mean, they don't look terrible, but the Mega Blocks.
Mega Blocks is garbage. Let's all be clear.
It's just cheap.
It's garbage.
Like that's the thing about it to me.
There's a rumor of a 3,600 piece set for the Enterprise
Holy
D coming out.
shit.
Holy cow! I'm gonna buy that on the first. I will absolutely.
Is it the
buy
Enterprise D? Is the one? Is that TNG?
Yeah.
That's the one we're doing right now. Oh,
That's the big D, dude.
What's
Yeah.
the other one? Was Enterprise C?
No, Enterprise.
The first one, the
well,
original.
It's
Oh, it's
Enterprise.
just Enterprise.
or Enterprise A.
Okay.
Yeah, but sign me up, man. If they release
3,600 piece Enterprise.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get one when it comes out, and we're gonna do a time lapse video of us putting it together, and we're gonna post that online.
Joe, get a hold of Lego.
Done.
They are not.
Have they announced? Is it announced or is it rumored?
It's well, there was a November 2025 is the feeling out there.
According to Reddit, this was posted 5 months ago. It's
this is
slated for a late 2025 release.
And this is on MSN.
So does Lego officially own the license?
I don't know, but yeah, and this is on brickfanatics.com, so you can trust the news.
I'm gonna start I'm gonna start my own Lego website. It's gonna call brickedup.com.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, I do.
We should. Hold on. I would. That's my Lego podcast. That's the name of my Lego podcast. Bricked Up.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Let's see what else. Shoot.
Do you know what that means, Rob?
Oh, they're releasing Bag End too.
Do you know what Bricked Up is?
I think so.
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
When you've been needing that
when you're aroused. When you're aroused.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure that you got the.
Mm-hmm.
I'm inclusive. I want to make sure you're in on the joke.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, he's in his own little world right now.
I know Rob had a stroke when I came in.
He did. He's clearly struggling today. Well, we are recording on a Thursday night. Well, that's normally what we don't normally record on a Thursday, and that's part of the reason. So,
okay, is this
Lego apparently has a license for A-Team, and I've seen nothing for the A-Team.
Oh my God! Well,
the A-Team
because they don't release anything with weapons, so they
what?
How can you
Star Wars?
Lightsabers and blasters, but
they have police. They have police sets.
Not with guns, though. Pay attention. Lego does not do guns. It's been a thing for them forever.
I don't like it.
Goddamn hippies.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Wouldn't it be great, a Lego AK-47 set? Or like a Lego Glock?
It would not. No, because someone would figure out how to actually make it work. And that's
Nick, we have 3D printers. You can just 3D print a Glock. Who cares?
That's true.
Make a Lego one. It's fun.
Yep.
That's true. I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. I take it back what I said. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, look for Bricked Up, our Lego podcast coming out in 2026, early 2026.
Yeah. To go with our tramp stamp one. Or what was it called?
Hey, I still want to do
Tramp Stamp. I think it was called Tramp. Was Tramp Stamp the name of the podcast? And it was
No,
all
it
about
wasn't.
stamps?
Yeah. Yes, it was. It was like
the history of stamps.
stamp collecting.
I still want to do the NFL one during the football season.
Off-seasonal depression?
On seasonal depression after
Yeah.
Frank Ragnow retired.
Yeah.
Rip.
So there's the Lego news. That's the good news that I wanted to share. There's some other stuff as well that I have. One of them was it was on Reddit. I found this on Reddit. Okay,
What a wealth of information
no,
Reddit is.
no.
Grain of salt.
It's one of those pictures where it says, okay, you have these 5 people who have 5 arrows each in the woods. Who is going to win? You have Rambo. You have what's his name from Marvel movies? Hawkeye. Green Arrow, Princess Meridia from Brave or whatever it was called, and then Katniss Everdeen.
Where's Robin Hood?
You have those 5. No, we're going with fake people. You have those 5 people in the woods.
I think it's
5 arrows each.
It's John Rambo.
Who wins?
I think it's Rambo or Green Arrow.
Rambo. Or
I'm going to
Green.
ask you a question. Have
Rambo's-
you ever seen any of the Rambo films?
They are incredibly violent. That guy does not.
Have
joke
you ever
around.
seen them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's one man against the
An army.
entirety of the military budget.
A literal army.
I'm going to go Rambo.
I think Rambo would probably win.
You don't think Hawkeye would win?
I think Green Arrow would beat Hawkeye.
I think No.
Green Arrow is a little more crazy than Hawkeye.
He's. Are we talking Jeremy Renner Hawkeye or just the character in general?
In general.
I think we could use Jeremy Renner. Hawkeye.
No, because he's
he fought
he's
some-
going to die first.
Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance versus Stephen Amell.
He's old and decrepit.
Arrow.
That's true. He is old by now. He had hearing aids in the last one.
Well, that was
all
trauma.
the explosions by his
all the boomies.
all the booms.
I'm
Boomy.
guys,
It's got to be
it's
Rambo.
gotta be Rambo.
It's Rambo.
Is it Rambo?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude's
I
indestructible.
think it's
He's-
pretty
You
much
got
Rambo.
to bring a question where we can disagree a little bit more.
I thought there could be some good conversation.
I would
it's-
love to see. I would love to see him take everybody out with 5 arrows.
That would be great.
He wouldn't even need arrows.
He wouldn't need an arrow. He would use one arrow, and he wouldn't even use the bow for it. He would just take the arrow.
He wouldn't use the arrow at all. He would just use the bow and just choke people out.
Man, those movies were so incredibly violent, and that was like my favorite movie as a kid. I had the Rambo helicopter and everything. Like that was the day when they sold kids' toys for rated R movies.
Dude, the toys in the 80s,
like the RoboCop stuff.
You can't.
Oh
compare.
my
you
gosh.
cannot compare to them.
Have we ever talked about the absurdity of the first Rambo film, First Blood?
I don't think so.
It is incredibly absurd.
I think it's based on real life.
Do you know the premise? John Rambo is a Vietnam veteran, and he's walking with his back, looking for his friend.
As one does.
As one does. He's walking through a town, looks for his friend. His friend's wife says he died. He gives his condolences, and he starts to walk back out of the town. And then Brian Dennehy, the douchebag cop of this town, sees him, doesn't like that he's a war vet.
Arrests him.
No,
right?
Asks him where he's going. He starts to like grill him, get an attitude with him, and escorts him to the edge of town, and then tells him to keep walking. And then Rambo turns around because he wants something to eat, to go back to town. Then he arrests him, and then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, because then it triggers like all these flashbacks for Rambo about when he was in Vietnam and everything.
But he detains him for nothing.
Because he
He's not
doesn't
even
like him.
black.
That's true. That is true.
Someone had to say it.
He doesn't like him. That's why. That's why.
John Rambo or John Wick?
Rambo. I mean, I've never.
I don't know, man. Wick is.
I mean, Rambo takes on entire armies.
Yeah, but
Have you seen it? No, you haven't seen a John. He takes out literal cities.
okay. Who has in a Wick versus Rambo movie? Who has less dialogue?
Ooh. Oh, that's good.
Because Stallone had almost no dialogue. Like there was very little dialogue.
And Wick said like 36 words.
Yeah.
He didn't really talk much in the first one, does he?
No.
From what I've
He
heard,
doesn't.
yeah.
No, neither of them do.
Just kill my
Yeah.
dog.
I think I'm back.
I think John Wick is a modern day John Rambo.
I think it's close.
I mean, there you go.
Kill his dog, he's messing you up.
That's also somewhat of an absurd premise to
Yeah, if
kick
you
off.
kill my dog, I'd shake your hand and say thank you.
Well, your dog, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's you, though. I just quickly looked up movies with very little dialogue. Guess what's on there? Once Upon a Time in the West and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Westerns.
Westerns.
We were talking about that before we got here. 2001: A Space Odyssey is on there.
Oh yeah.
It's like a giant symphonic orchestra.
Yeah,
That's all it
I
is.
think I watched that when I was too. I wasn't.
Hi.
I wasn't high enough to watch.
Either
it.
wasn't high enough, or I wasn't giving it the proper attention because I didn't get it, and I was like, this movie is boring and it sucks.
Yeah.
Unless the movie just sucks and is boring, but
Trying to think of some good movies with minimal dialogue, though. Like, I mean, you got like A Quiet Place, obviously, because you don't have a choice.
It is called The Quiet Place.
Charlie Chaplin movies.
Yes, that is true, sir. Good job. And that is actually on the list. I looked up the top 10. Modern Times, 1936.
It's all
Director,
Chaplin films.
Charlie Chaplin. A lot of them are silent films in here.
But that's cheating. Nosferatu, is that
Drive. Ryan Gosling and Drive. Have you ever seen Drive?
I love that movie.
That is so good. It's
No,
so violent.
Oh my!
I don't think I
it's
saw it.
Very good,
Dude,
There is not a lot of dialogue in that movie.
There is
You're
not.
right.
I don't want to hear anything about seeing a movie from a guy who hasn't seen Karate Kid or the John Wick movies.
Oh, that's true. He's
I
got
only
you
see
there.
good movies. Fantasia's on that list. Oh,
I'm gonna let you know I'm retiring.
Wally's on that list.
Well,
Wally. That's true, though,
yeah, because it's
because he's a robot.
he's a robot.
I'm going to tie you down and make you watch John Wick.
Hot.
I will watch John Wick. I have nothing against watching it. I just haven't. Oh, Castaway was one that's on there. He really doesn't have a lot when he's on the island.
No, because by the time the dialogue kicks in, he's talking to a volleyball.
The Homeward Bound movies can't have much.
They actually have inner monologue.
Benji didn't have a lot. Circa early 80s.
Well, there you go. There you go. So there we went from Rambo to movies with no dialogue. Very impressive, gentlemen. Very impressive. Now can I go to the next topic that I thought was fascinating to talk about?
If it was fascinating like the last one where we all agreed Sure.
No, this isn't like a this or that sort of a thing. It was actually about something I saw on the news, not the Musk and Trump feud, which is freaking hilarious. No one saw it coming. But it has to do with the war in Ukraine and Russia. And it's not specifically about that.
Russia.
I'm not diving into politics here, but what I want to talk about is the fact that Ukraine carried out this massive drone attack against Russian air bases on Sunday. They sent in like hundreds, maybe even thousands of drones and just bombed the crap out of Russia. And these drones were like $500 or $600 drones. That's it.
Do we know the drone model? Asking for a friend.
I don't know, but think about this in the perspective of like, how much does it cost America to make one like Patriot missile? Let me look that
1990s missile style, man.
Cost of well, I'm just going to look it up because I think they still.
Hold on, can I guess?
Now?
Okay,
Patriot missile.
Adjusted for inflation.
Okay, give me. Is it 7 figures?
How many zeros is that? Yeah, it is.
Well, that would be 6 at least.
It is.
Okay, I'm going to say $3.5 million.
Ho! Each missile, a Patriot missile battery costs approximately $1 billion, with each individual missile costing around $4 million.
I was close. $4 million.
I thought you said $1 billion, and I was like, no.
Yeah, that's for the whole battery of it.
$1 billion battery.
Okay. Let's find most common
Teslas.
Missile
Sidewinders, son.
U.S. uses. List of active missiles in the United States.
Piss missile.
Oh, an air-to-air Stinger missile.
Ooh, the Stingers.
Ooh, let's find out how much. Well, no, we want something that bombs the ground. That's what we want.
That's just a bomb.
No.
You can fire missiles into the ground.
We want an air-to-surface missile. That's what we're looking for.
I like that the Ukraine just ordered their shit on Amazon, and they're like, this should work.
AGM-65 Maverick.
I bet you they're going to do a light show after the bombing. They'll do like a bombing, and then they're going to do a drone light show.
All right, this is actually kind of surprising. This bomb, which has been used a lot, AGM-65 Maverick, unit costs $17,000 to $110,000.
Shit, we could afford a bomb. We should get a show bomb.
We're coming for you, other podcasts.
We should.
All right, we need a massive influx of patrons.
All right,
this episode is going to get tagged on.
So we have a Patreon.
Fund our bomb purchase.
$2 or $5 tier.
If the U.S. government is listening, a decommissioned bomb.
Yeah.
Decommissioned.
The non-functioning.
Then I bet you we can get it at a discount if it's decommissioned.
Maybe.
That's true.
Maybe.
Taken out.
We can afford a bomb, boys.
Yeah. Excuse me, person at the bank. I need a loan. For what? A bomb.
A bomb. It's decommissioned, clearly.
That's going to be at least 7% interest.
They're like, sir, you don't need that. And you're like, yes, I do.
What's a tariff on a bomb?
Oh, here's another missile. The RIM 66 is what it's called.
This sounds
like Joe's late night activity.
That's what we call it. The thing in his pants.
2.1 million to 2.4 million per missile.
It's a little out of our price range, boys.
Unless
I like the $17,000, the dollar store one.
Unless everyone on this listening subscribes to Patreon and gets everyone they know to subscribe, and then they get everybody they know to subscribe, then we might get close.
We look up the price of a decommissioned whatever missile.
Decommissioned.
Can't be more than $6,000.
Missile silo.
Ooh.
Decommissioned missile.
Coming to you live from a missile silo.
Decommissioned missile price.
Well, there's nothing.
For sale.
Oh, whoa. Here we go. Oh, it's a replica. $8,200 for a replica.
Ooh,
of a Sidewinder.
We could just get a real one for $17,000.
I know. Sidewinders.
Then if someone talks shit.
We can get a Titan II missile complex for $395,000.
Whoa.
Baby steps.
You guys.
Exactly.
You guys, sign me up. I want a missile complex.
I want to record from there.
Hey, I got a guy
The acoustics are great. Look at it. We could live in the middle of the desert.
Oh my God. Do you know how much shit we could talk?
Oh my gosh.
We'd be protected from everything.
The doors would be shut and no one could hear us scream.
Does it come with AC?
I like that we would have this giant thing in the middle of the desert and it would just be our show, our table and 3 microphones.
Like in these tables too. Like nothing fancy. It's like we spent all of our money on.
Excuse me, Mr. Jonathan Frakes. Would you like to come on the show again and come to our studio? It's where?
It's a missile silo. It's great.
Because our show bombs and we need to protect.
Look at my mansion. Don't mind that like my table is an empty cardboard box.
Yeah.
With a bed sheet on it.
But okay, I want to backtrack though. This idea that you have Ukraine, which is like this broke little country, is
they're
fighting
ordering shit on Amazon.
They're dominate. I think this is like the future of warfare, and it's kind of terrifying to think about it. Like the idea that someone can just buy a drone off the internet, strap a bomb to it, and just go. Ba-doom!
I mean, real question: Are these commercial drones, or are these just are these like military drones that just happen to be produced at a very inexpensive price point?
That's a great question. Let me see what I got
Because if these
here.
are if they're doing it with commercial drones, it really kind of evens a little. It raises everybody.
DJI Mavic reconnaissance coppers, which DJI, you can buy that stuff on Amazon. Like that's
what I just said.
That's the gimbal I use.
That's what I just said. Like they're ordering shit on Amazon, and then they're like, all right, well, we got 2-day shipping, so we're going to war.
There you go, DJI Mavic Pro, $2,200, man. You guys,
$2,200 for how many?
We're declaring war. What country?
For how many? That's got to be a 4-pack.
For one.
Were they buying in bulk and they got a bulk discount?
They probably got a bulk discount.
We're declaring war against other podcasts. It's just like we killed Marc Maron.
Oh, watch out, Florida. We're coming.
Yeah, we already got Marc Maron. Listen.
Yeah, we took down Marc Maron this last week. Yes,
we did. He's ending his show after like 16 years.
Yeah. Yep. Good job. You did good work. Good work, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's a good. I mean, that's. I think Marc Maron's is one of the all-time great podcasts. It really is.
I mean, it revolutionized it, right?
Yeah.
That was before podcasts.
I mean, he's had presidents on there. He's had pretty much any guest. I mean, he started out with just
hasn't hit us.
No,
he is.
Not going to.
I mean, he is pretentious, but at the same time, he's groundbreaking, and he
is. He's done. I mean, it's 2009. Him, I think one of the first was Carolla. Adam Carolla's had a podcast for a long time.
Yep.
Bill Burr has had his podcast for a long time.
I still got to watch his comedy special.
But no, I mean, he's got over 1,600 episodes, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. And
he's talked to every. It started out just him having his friends on, and
it blew up from there, and it became a thing. I'm sure he wasn't planning on it becoming a thing, but
but it did, and he was very successful at it, and it all went to his head. Now he's a scumbag.
Kept his career going for a long time because he has kind of disappeared for a while there.
Now he's unemployed.
Yeah, he is. But he was on that one. He was on Glow, the Women of Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling on Netflix, and I really liked that. He was good on that show.
Okay.
That was with Allison Brie was in that one too. Good movie. Good television show.
Congratulations, Marc Maron. Well-deserved retirement. Well, I don't think he's going to retire from podcasting. Just ending the WTF moniker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah. So,
in the fall, I think. It's like November or something.
Yeah, he's got time yet. But in the meantime, who do you want us to declare war on with our drones? Call us, 734-494-0980.
What about that one city that we just annihilated before?
What city was that? It was like some hodunk city in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, we'd have to go back and look.
I don't know.
It'll only take one drone, really.
I mean, we might actually improve it. They might be like, oh, wow.
I don't think, we're just joking because we're not actually declaring war on a city. We can't do that.
Well, I mean, we don't have
you're not going to do it and tell them you're coming.
We don't have a drone.
If you're the U.S. government, you are.
Yeah, you do. Get out. We're going to bomb the crap out of you. Yeah.
If the U.S. did that, they would send like an Amazon link. Just ordered 10,000 of these bad boys. In 2 days, you guys are
coming
fucked.
For you.
Guys are fucked in 2 days.
Get out of here before it's too late, man. Oh, gosh.
Do you think Zelensky looked? Do you think he has a Prime account?
Oh gosh,
he's got to have a Prime account, right?
Yeah, he does. And he's got to have the credit card. He's got to get that 5% cash back.
Pawnee, New England.
Oh yeah,
that's Pawnee. Right. Wait, no, what? What city? What?
Pawnee?
No. Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was Pawnee,
but it wasn't New England.
No, Nebraska.
Oh, Nebraska. Yeah.
Did you think
Rob had a stroke?
What's happening? Rob needs a nap. He's tired.
Nappy.
He needs a nappy nap. Nappy nap.
Yeah. Pawnee, Nebraska.
First of all, Nebraska anywhere. Sorry, Nebraska.
We'll declare war on someone else sometime, but just let us know who you want us to declare war on. We're down.
Drugs.
No, can't do that. We're going to lose that fight.
I declare war on sobriety.
Never give up.
Never surrender. That's true. Never give up, never surrender. I'm going to declare war on Tom Cruise.
No, you'll lose, bro.
You'll lose.
I know. Yes, you would
Yes,
lose.
you would lose in a heartbeat.
There's no winning that battle.
Plus, that's not good for you because you're gonna have to run, and that's not your strong suit.
That's true. And the way he runs would terrify me. I would just stop in that moment.
Well, you'd stop because you'd roll your ankle and you'd die.
That's true. That's true. What's the over-under on how many times I roll my ankle?
I take the over. I would take the over.
Yeah.
If I said 3, are you taking
I'm going
over
over.
or under?
I'm going over.
You're going over. I don't know about that.
It's like when I go on my trip, how many times, what's the over-under? How many times I say, I wish I were dead?
Well, you're in Disney, so a lot. No, you like Disney.
I like some of the people I'm going with.
You like Disney. Gosh.
I don't care about that.
Still denies.
I know. He's in denial.
He's like the one planning. Oh, we got to go in this order. We got to go to these rides.
No, first of all, not doing that.
I know. We're walking into the studio.
How
You're
many
like
times
17
have you been
days.
to Disney in the last 5 years?
I don't know.
30.
A lot.
You're a Disney guy.
I'm not.
You are.
You are a Disney guy.
I'm a family guy, which takes me to Disney
Not you're a
Do
Disney
you watch
guy.
Disney trivia at night with your family?
every Friday. It's a family thing. Did you notice the common thread in this?
You know what else is a family thing?
Disney. Disney's the common thread.
I don't like. I like one of their movies.
One Disney movie.
One Disney movie. That's it.
Yeah,
The
right.
Tangled?
Rocketeer.
The Rocketeer.
Tangled. I thought you liked Tangled.
Oh, Tingle's all right. So 2.
No, you say Tangled's the best animated Disney movie
Because
ever.
the rest of them suck.
That's blasphemy.
Don't you like Marvel movies?
They're not Disney logoed though.
Star Wars.
I don't like Star
Yeah,
Wars.
that's true. He does not like Star Wars.
Hot garbage.
That's just a.
You know what?
The only thing, they're just a little bit better than the Beatles. The Beatles is utter crap, and the Star Wars movies are.
I mean, you have some all time bad takes.
Actually, that's him.
You both do. I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
Actually, when I see Star Wars, I just think the Beatles. Then it is terrible. Just
Let's go to feedback.
they smell like that fart out of mixed, but out of after sheets.
That's harmful.
Big fracking deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Open hailing frequencies.
We have some viewer
Frequencies
feedback.
open.
Yeah, we have some viewer feedback to share with you today. First of all, Charles said that he appreciated your zoom in off of Joe's head. He said every episode should start out with a zoom out from
I
Joe's
saw
head.
somebody replied to that.
Charles,
You did, you
Oh.
dummy.
Charles, really?
Yeah. I did appreciate Brody's comment on our last episode where he says Superman Returns is over 2.5 hours. Nothing happened. It's true.
Outside that first opening scene.
With the airplane.
Oh my God, that was good.
That's a really good scene.
Brody's got some really good comments this week.
Jesus, Brody.
And Brody was right. I was thinking of Jersey Girl, not
Brody,
not
why are
of
you kissing his
Geely,
ass?
So I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
He mentioned Chronicle was good, but Fantastic Four sucked. And Joe, I honestly thought that you were quite a bit younger than Nick and Rob. I was shocked when I heard you had older kids. That's why I figured that if you had any plastic surgery because of your youthful appearance. You know what?
Go,
Why don't you just get a room with him, man? Like he's so. But,
Brody, he's a smart fella. We have some really smart, intuitive, handsome listeners.
But he ends with perhaps the best thing. He says, those Gollum quotes, so good, the people want more.
I don't know if the people actually want more.
Oh, my gosh.
I think you skipped over some really good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we can't read them all because he said a lot.
Someone said Scrub sucks.
That was probably you.
That was me.
That was you.
And then he said, Brody said, I can think of about 50 shows I'd rather watch than Scrubs.
What the hell, Brody?
And he says there's 182 episodes of Scrubs, which means it'll take 91 episodes to get through it. 2 years of Scrubs. No way.
Brody.
And then
you
said
can-
Joe is 100% funnier than Scrubs.
Brody.
Which
Brody.
you
You
can't
can
argue with
eliminate the
Brody.
last season of Scrubs. You don't need to watch that.
Brody.
What about the first
The
6?
hell. The hell.
Brody, you're dead to us. I got a comment from a friend that I want to share. My friend Mark. He said,
Oh, hi, Mark.
he said, I started to drink a beer and listen to your podcast. Y'all missed the whole point of brunch. Brunch is just the word that allows one to have breakfast for lunch or lunch for breakfast. It's a mindset, a way of life, permission to push past the bounds of social norms on the weekday. Mark, you've met Mark, I think.
Who's this hoe?
No.
What's this hoe's name? Tell us about this hoe.
Mark.
No, there's a brunch has a window.
I'm just kidding.
No, I actually agree with that. It is a mindset, right? Because it's not necessarily a window.
That's like saying, age is a number, or time is a construct.
Time is a construct.
It is not.
It absolutely is.
It's actually.
I'm sick of all this.
Time is a construct.
No, I'm sick of all this.
We observe time in our ability to observe it.
Do you age?
Yes, in our construct of time. If I go into space,
this is
time is different.
This is
time
more space shit.
Slower. But is it time?
And do you think? You are a mosquito. You live 3 days, man. You live 3 days.
Yeah, that's 3 days time.
Yeah. Which is a lifetime for them. Is 3 days a lifetime for you?
I wish.
Time is a construct.
It's
bro.
not a construct.
Yes, it is.
This is more stupid science shit. That's like, the sky's actually neon,
it's
and
why as you get
see-through.
older, it feels like the years go by quicker because you've
actually
experienced
the
more
stars
and
that
more
you see
time, so
have
you're
already
understanding
burned
time.
out 50 light years
It
ago.
is true, though.
Not 50 light years ago, because I know light years is a unit of distance, not time, but. Yeah, the sun, actually, that sun is dead.
Probably.
The sun died 10 years ago, and you're just now seeing it.
So I would argue that time goes faster because you occupy yourself more. So I look at my kids, and my kids are also saying that time's going so fast because they're on their damn phones all the time. They're occupying that time, therefore time goes faster. When you play a video game, how fast does time go? Super fast. So when you're occupying that time, time flies.
Are you saying time is a construct too?
No.
Okay.
You literally just did.
I'm just saying time
because
is finite.
The way we experience time depends on the individual.
Joe, remember earlier
time
when
is construct.
we wanted to
no, time is absolute.
No, it's a construct, man. It's the way our brains perceive it.
Does the sun, does the earth go around the sun?
It doesn't, but they're both true. Rob just said you can perceive something as being faster or slower. When you're having time flies when you're having fun, but it's still
a way to view it.
No, but time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. But it still goes by at the same absolute rate.
Time is a construct.
60 minutes is 60 minutes.
This is stupid.
Have you watched 60 Minutes? The show feels like 6 hours.
Don't give me any more philosophical bullshit. What is the thing about space? Space is like.
Infinite?
It's not because
time goes slower in space.
No, it doesn't.
So like if
farts are louder in space.
If you lived on the space station,
actually they're not because they don't echo.
That's true.
Can you imagine like a fart in the ISS?
Everything is silent but deadly.
Can you imagine farting in your spacesuit?
No, it wouldn't be because the gas would just go away.
So it's just silent but ineffective.
Yeah,
silent but ineffective. Yeah.
So you're telling me space ruins flatulence?
Yeah, it does.
It takes all the fun out of farting.
Doesn't space also, doesn't it collapse your lungs? So it like basically pushes all of the air immediately out of your body. So when you die, it's a giant fart because you're in a vacuum.
Ooh, space sounds awful.
It sounds awful. Like how there's
space
no temperature
I know why we said
space.
Katy Perry and Gayle King there.
Space sounds like it sucks. Give me its number.
What else?
Hey, next week, Jeopardy 2 is coming out.
Get out of here. I didn't even know you were working on it.
I'm editing it now.
Did you know he was working on space?
I just found
Jeopardy
out.
2? This
I
is
just
craziness.
found out.
So it'll be out next week.
No, we're working on it.
Sorry.
We're working on it.
We are working on it, and it'll be out this week because you're listening to this on Monday. So it'll be out this week.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Do you remember when... you want to get nostalgic for a second, Nick?
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jeopardy 1 came out?
Yeah.
And then Rob said that in future iterations, like we would all be involved in like the reading of it and the whole production. Do you remember that?
I remember
fun.
that.
I said we filmed 2 episodes each. This is episode 2.
It's gaslighting.
His rules are a construct. He's just making them up as he goes.
Rob's rules are a construct.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
They really
I'm pretty sure it's actually recorded so we can go over it.
I mean, possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you think I was going to drag my feet for you guys?
You didn't even tell us you were moving your feet.
You can't drag the feet when we don't even know you had the feet to begin with.
Hey guys, what's a category suggestion? Hey, what's questions?
I've given you questions.
When did you ask
in
again?
the text group? Not
a long
recently,
time ago,
yeah.
before the cruise.
And you guys did not send anything.
That is bull crap.
I thought you were
Open
talking.
hailing frequencies.
Yeah, but that was for Jeopardy 1.
That actually fit very well.
It's
All
for
of our-
any of them.
No, this is horse
Hey,
manure.
by the way, Charles, thanks for sending your suggestions for categories.
What was the final Jeopardy answer? It was mine.
A woman's
I
truck.
gave you that.
Now it got back to me too.
Yeah.
What about- I said
I'm sorry, I've got a
potpourri.
question. I'll get you a question.
Okay.
But did you
Oh, is it just one question or is it a whole category?
She's gonna do the whole category, she thinks.
She should read it.
Did I
too.
I
not?
asked her, she said she'll let me know.
Okay.
Did I not tell you to include potpourri?
But yeah, where's the questions? Help me out.
You're doing the questions.
Help me out.
I can't do everything. I got to do questions and
Where's the Andrew Robinson interview? I was promised.
You should have a category that's called hailing frequencies.
frequencies open.
And you literally just
Henry Cavill interview. You promised that to everybody.
Yeah, but time is a construct, so in theory, it's already happened. We just haven't lived it yet.
our brains haven't comprehended it yet.
Because he's so
What
gorgeous.
we're seeing now happened in the past,
No, I know.
but we're reacting to it now, which tells you time is a construct because we're reacting to things that have already happened and our brains have just processed the information. This could have taken me 10 hours to do. And
This is episode 3
what?
of Jeopardy. I'm writing the questions.
Oh, that's great.
I don't even want to be involved.
Yeah, thanks for involving us. I appreciate it.
I'm upset now.
That's okay. Brody and Sean are going to do it.
Okay, that's personal.
I want Annette to do it. Let's just get all of our listeners. to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Listener Jeopardy.
Well, I think it'd be cool to do a category where all like the patrons would read a question.
And maybe the questions are about our podcast.
I don't know if that's a good way to go because they'll be like, "What is this? We came here for Star Trek." What's
I'll
this?"
This show has
Keeping up-
no listeners and they argue all the time.
Have you done a category yet that's just keeping up with the Kardashians?
No.
You should, and it should just all be Kardashian questions.
Oh.
See?
See? Writing it down.
Bro.
If only he would ask other members of the show, we could give him input.
Right. And you can even make one. You can do one that's like called the Delta Flyers.
Oh, here's an idea.
And all the clues are related to.
You could do it.
I mean, I would do it. I would. Heartbeat. I already did all the work for you just now. You heard
Yeah.
it. You heard it. All right. Are we ready to move on to Star Trek? Anything else?
Yeah, I got one thing. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, I got another thing. I haven't gotten a haircut since before the cruise. The last
I don't
haircut-
want a bloody bun.
I just realized this on the way over here. The last haircut I got was the haircut I got before we left for the cruise.
I'm getting one tomorrow.
I don't know what that's like. I just shave my head every 3 or 4 days.
I know, but that's good.
I get my haircut every 2 Fridays.
Good for
Once
you.
a quarter, apparently.
As soon as the hair touches my ear, I lose my mind.
I'm going Mohawk this time.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
No, it wouldn't.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Give me the Maynard.
No, don't do that either.
All right.
Bad idea. All right, we got 2 episodes of Star Trek we are reviewing today. It's actually just a 2-parter, so we're just going to review it all as one because it's a 2-parter that's designed to be one episode.
And Rob's already upset me enough.
Yeah, exactly. So it's Unification.
Sorry, you little bitch.
Unification, Part 1 and Part 2. All right. So basically, I'm gonna sum this up real quick.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Starfleet intelligence thinks that Ambassador Spock has deflected to the Romulans. They send in Picard to investigate. He actually hasn't deflected to the Romulans. He's working on reunifying
You said deflected?
deflected.
Defected.
Defected. Yes, sorry. Defected. I don't know why I said deflected.
I just want to be a dickbag.
No, come on. Now he's keeping time, and you're distracting, and you're ruining it. He didn't defect. He's trying to reunite them. The episode ends with them not
Reunite who?
reuniting. Romulans and Vulcans.
Oh.
Gosh, that's not fair. You got to take off like 30 seconds of that because of him.
30 seconds. It was only 31 seconds.
Oh, see, like I would have been quick if it wasn't for him. That's what she said. And I didn't even talk about Gowron.
I know you skipped.
Start the clock.
You skipped out on so much stuff for the sake of succinctness.
the sake of actually giving a quick, brief summary.
There's a soup Nazi in there. She's called the Soup Woman. Her name is Mimi Cousins. Her actual name.
Mimi.
Mimi.
I'm gonna do a quick summary.
I'm Mami.
Spock is in this episode. The end. That's basically it.
I mean, I can sum it up more, but you guys get all angry when I go longer.
No, we don't.
You do.
We joke about it, but we're not angry.
I mean, you somewhere between the
we lose
somewhere
listeners,
between
right?
the 30 seconds you just did, the frantic 30 seconds you just did, and the long-winded buffoonery of your 4.5-minute diatribes. Somewhere in there is a nice summary.
We lose 95.
That describes my love life. Frantic 30 seconds and 4-minute long diatribes. There you go. Frantic 30. It's a good 30 seconds, though.
Listen.
It's very frantic. Like Sting, I'm also tantric. Like Snickers, I'm guaranteed to satisfy.
I was just
I don't
talking
make
about the
films.
Bare Naked
But if
Ladies.
I make
They
films-
need to get back together.
They do.
It's not the same
They
without
do.
Stephen Page.
Stephen Page is the best. His solo career is incredible. If you haven't listened to his solo career work, highly recommend
I would argue
it.
Stephen Page's solo career is better than
And then
the Bare Naked Ladies post
I
Stephen
would
Page.
agree, 'cause
I don't care either way.
The Bare Naked Ladies have leaned too much into the zany. I just don't think they're that good.
I saw in concert. They were all right with Hootie.
Yeah,
I
but
only want to be with
when was that?
Hootie.
Oh, recently, right?
Yeah, without
I
Stephen
don't
Page.
remember.
Yeah, because it was during their reunion tour, the Hootie. Yeah.
I don't see them ever reuniting though. I know it's
No,
not.
Ed and Steve. But the thing is, it's not just Steven, though. Steven has accused Ed of keeping funds and not paying out money.
Yeah,
But I think
That Big Bang money.
Steve.
well, and then
actually,
Steve,
yes.
And then Steve had, yeah, it was. And then
Big
Steve
Bang
had
Money and Greatest Hits album.
and Steve had a big drug problem, and
But I think he's atoned for it.
he's cleaned up. Yeah, he's
He has.
Quitter.
Yeah, I would kill it for the Bare Naked. Wow, we
I
are
would love it.
totally off track here, though.
I know this is a good episode, but
Okay,
honestly, I would.
Yeah.
I think a Bare Naked Ladies reunion tour would do an absolute killing. I think it would be amazing.
Yeah, because come on, I don't want to hear Brian Wilson sung by
No, anybody other than
anyone
Stephen Page.
Stephen Page. Yeah.
I don't notice the difference.
Oh my gosh,
That's crazy.
his voice is so much better. Stephen Page, he's got a great. The other
To
guy's
be
voice
fair,
isn't bad.
I
but
don't listen to really the other music to tell you the difference.
I haven't really consistently.
Do you
listened
know?
to music in years.
Do you
but
know which one is Stephen Page and which one is Ed Robertson?
No,
Okay,
Stephen
that
Page
tracks.
wears glasses?
don't care.
Stephen Page is the chubby one.
I still don't know.
I know he doesn't know.
He's not even that chubby anymore. I don't
No,
think.
but he was.
But he was. Yeah, he was very much so. Unification Part 1 and 2.
You guys suck.
All right. So this is a big reveal. We got a Spock episode, but not until the very end of Part 1. So they keep it hidden.
You got to stay in budget.
Yeah.
It's minutes on screen.
So this must have been the episodes right after Roddenberry died.
It was because it was the
They put a placard up.
yeah.
memory
they
of
put
Gene
the
Roddenberry.
put
But
the
it
thing up.
was not the very first episode after he died that aired. They did that because Spock was in it, and they kind of
And it's an original character that he created.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think I don't remember reading in here on Fandom. It said that it was not the first episode to air after he died, but it was soon after.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Well, that makes sense. I guess. Whatever.
he gone.
He gone.
Now that we got Roddenberry out of the way, let's get to some real Trek,
Yeah.
right?
So we got some. You know what's interesting? They bring Spock in, and it feels like the banter of the original crew is back too. Like
To a
they've
certain
almost
extent,
kind of changed some of the characters.
Not. I didn't get that because there was no Kirk, there was no Bones.
No,
I mean the original,
but it felt more lighthearted even in the serious moments with Spock. I don't know. Maybe I'm misreading it. I don't know.
I think you might be misreading it.
like with Spock. What do you mean with Spock?
like- Because they had the Riker stuff in
Spock and Data stuff was pretty interesting. Like that's a human
Oh,
idiom,
yeah.
and he's like interesting.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
But
like
that was also in the second part.
I mean, we're gonna count him as one though.
Yeah,
remember?
I just don't. I don't know. I
Maybe
thought
I'm misreading it. Maybe I'm romanticizing it.
it felt more film like though. This
so-
episode definitely felt more film like.
So I will say this is the most 1-part, 2-part episode of any Star Trek I've watched.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
this is one episode. Yeah, this is truly-
one good 90-minute episode. Or
I can still rank
92
them
minutes or
separately,
whatever.
but yes,
There's some things in it though that I had some problems with, but
it's not
yeah
perfect,
because I feel like the B story was very much lacking. The A story was like on point.
Yeah, I agree, but I think I had a lot of fun with the B story.
Yeah.
Still at the same time, it was there to offset the kind of
seriousness
tone
of
of the A story.
Yeah,
because there was, the woman with 4 arms and the fat Ferengi and
I love
like
the fat
it was
Ferengi,
just
yeah.
like
I like the inventory guy where he's like, you just making me talk to her because she's pretty and I'll get distracted. Yeah, no shit.
and it worked.
he's like, it'll work.
And, and he fully admits to it. I love that.
And men are idiots, so yeah, it would work.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I have some problems with that because you are an alien. Are you really finding another species?
Yeah. Jadzia and Worf got together.
Yeah, I know.
Worf and Deanna.
Well, and I think you mentioned to me
Dura sisters.
Dura
Anyone?
sisters. Grilka.
Groka.
Moogie.
Don't get me started.
me to Paul.
Paul?
7 of 9. Well,
She's
she's a human. But she was a Borg.
Yeah.
Even in Borg, I'll take those implants. You can implant me. Ooh.
You would be. You would turn to
Matrix.
you would turn to the Borg so quickly.
I would.
Like so they're like tits. They're like, Borg, I'm good.
Resistance is futile. No, it's not.
I don't resist.
What if you don't resist? It's not futile.
Poke me, poke me, poke me.
Insistence is futile. I don't know why I got a gay accent when I started doing
That's fine.
Hey.
Hey. It's because if you're gay, then they don't see you as a threat. Then boom, you can move right in, and you just say, "I'm cured."
What? This just happened.
Whatever
Women.
you said makes no sense. No, that doesn't actually work. I feel like that would really backfire.
The stereotypical trope of a gay best friend doesn't.
Yeah, but
there's
the gay
movies
best
about
friend
it.
can never be.
There's tons of research films about this.
Yes, there's feature films about this.
No, I'm not saying there's not, but like in real life, okay.
There's tons of movies where someone fakes gay to move in on a woman.
In real life, that would not work.
Those aren't real life.
Are we talking Star Trek here? What are we doing?
Okay. I was going to say, first of all, you can't be cured of being gay. There's nothing wrong with you. Like this idea.
I know it's all fake.
Okay. We're clearly.
You're going to misspeak, and people are going to take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
You're going to get blown up.
Yeah,
I don't care.
You're going to get us in trouble.
It is misspeaking.
Yeah.
No, I didn't misspeak. It was all.
We're talking about things that aren't real.
Yes, correct.
Okay. So going back to this episode, where do we start? Because we hop from the A story to the B story. Do we talk about all the B story stuff first?
Yeah, because it's not integral to any of the real meat of the episode.
Well, not the real meat, but it is integral because they're trying to find out what happened to that Vulcan ship.
But even so, like, what did that even matter? The Vulcan ships don't actually even matter that they had Vulcan ships. They could have gone with Romulan ships and said, oh, Spock is on these and it's a peacekeeping mission. Like, that's the part I didn't really get.
Well, I think it would imply that the Federation wouldn't want Romulan ships coming across their border with a peacekeeping force.
But if they were
They're Vulcan, that's why. Because if there's Romulan ships coming across, that's not going to fly. But if they're Vulcan, come on over, guys. Cool.
Well, and also, like,
it's like here in the U.S. If you got some USS Enterprises coming over, they're like, cool, man. But if it's whatever the German ship is, I can't think of it right now.
the Bismarck.
Yeah, the Bismarck.
The Volkswagen bug.
Yeah, you bring a Volkswagen over here, but you'd have issues in our waters.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I guess I get that. But there's all other problems with that too, but that's A plot stuff I don't want to get into yet. But going back to this B plot, okay, so they're investigating, they're going to the junkyard to find this lost ship, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they meet this guy who's a prick, and Riker's like, I can't stand him, and Troy's like, you gotta just treat him like royalty, and he's like, okay, and then he brings him on, he's like, she's gonna take care of you. What is that implication? We're gonna treat him like royalty. Here's Deanna.
Or he's like, I'm not going to deal with it. So you came up with the idea.
Is
you
he
deal with it.
cuckolding Deanna with this guy? Because
No, it's
I didn't
more
take
of
that
a,
way at
it's
all.
more
It's
of a like a.
It's a play.
Listen, we got a couple. We have some people that'll take. It's like having a head of state in.
Yeah.
You're just like, here's a couple escorts. We just got some people that'll take care of you. This one, they'll
some escorts.
you need anything, they'll take care of you.
They'll take care of you. Yeah, they got you.
Why do you think HR people are generally very attractive?
Oh, really? I've never noticed that. With
Every HR
people.
department I've ever worked with for, or around have been attractive people. Yours included.
You're not in an HR department.
I used to be. Thank you.
For who?
When I worked at retail.
Getting called in to be almost fired doesn't count.
I've never been called it for to be almost
I've
fired.
been fired by HR. That's fun, actually.
That means you were in the HR department.
Yeah, I wasn't. They were not attractive. They were not attractive at all.
Go to a job fair.
Was that when
It'll
you
blow your
stole the
mind.
Xboxes?
A job, yes. A job fair is different.
Nope, that's
They're
an
only
admission
sending
of
their
guilt.
best.
So they're HR, right? Usually go to, that's 100%.
They're only sending.
When I did college recruiting, they always sent the attractive people. When you go to get interviewed at especially Bedrock, for the love of God, it's only attractive people.
Yeah.
That's true. I had an interview at the Dollar Tree the other day. Hot. Like crazy.
Yeah, HR department of Dollar Tree.
Okay,
Come on.
sorry.
First of all, you know damn well Dollar Tree doesn't have HR.
No, they don't.
No.
No, they don't. They're like, we got a problem. They're like, we don't care.
Yeah.
You can quit. We'll replace you.
We don't.
Over to Dollar General.
I saw an article yesterday that Dollar General expands by building a Dollar General inside the Dollar General. It's like a picture of a little Dollar General. It's like, it's kind of true. All right. Okay, the B story, though. We got that little thing, and there's really not much to that story with him and her, right? It's really just a comedic beat because they move on from that fairly quickly. Like,
Yeah.
he loses the ship, and he's like, I never lose ships, and then they send him on a course to find
And
the
it's
fat Frankie.
gone.
And it's gone. Yeah, they send him to find the fat Frankie, which I actually really appreciated that. That was pretty.
There's a fat Frankie here.
Yeah, and Worf singing the Cleon opera as
But
well.
And when Riker was on the planet with the piano player, he was really charming.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
'cause-
it's Riker.
Yeah, it's Riker, but I'm just saying it's fun to see Franks when he's breaking into charming Riker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of taking himself too seriously.
I like that they called the guy fat like 3 times.
Yeah,
To his face, man. That's not cool.
Well, they didn't call him to his face. Within earshot, for
yeah,
sure.
Worf probably wasn't very subtle.
No.
Yeah, Worf probably wasn't.
No, because Worf was like from you to me to him. He's like, there's a fat Ferengi here.
That's it.
The guy's like,
He's looking around. There's no fat Ferengi. Hey, wait a minute. You're talking about me.
the fish looked gross, though.
Yeah, it did.
did.
Oh my gosh, it looked still alive. And
I know.
it was flopping around. Didn't like that. And did you see the girls that were with him like laughing until he looked away, and then they like their faces were like
Yeah.
scornful, like so they clearly couldn't stand him either. And
Yeah.
I appreciated
What
that
do you?
little.
Did you think you thought he was just charming and just wooed both of them?
No, but I appreciate the little nugget of like these people aren't
The
like-
detail.
Yeah, the detail in that where like they would, and the actresses did a great job, right? Because
I
they
like-
didn't have to do that.
I do like that the Ferengi are, they're incrementally becoming the Ferengi that we see on
Yeah, they're
DS9.
becoming more
Yeah.
and more disgusting.
Well, no, but they like just I don't that first season
Brutal.
they were It was brutal. It was like very mechanical. These are
It felt like they were being racist to what Ferengi are, right? Like if you looked at what Ferengi
like,
are,
they-
and then
like there was just some like
it's
a
like a racist caricature of what a
it
Ferengi is.
kind of did feel like that.
In hindsight, like if you look back that way.
But now they're more of what we see in DS9,
Mm-hmm.
and I like it. I mean, they're
Mm-hmm.
they're not formidable. They're there for a specific reason.
Yes.
and
For profit.
and they fit that well when they're not tried to be pushed as formidable
When they
because they're not.
when they tried to make them the new Klingons, come on.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. We got regular Klingons,
Yeah.
which we got regular Klingons in this episode.
We did have regular Cleons. I can't talk today.
I like the way that Picard manipulated the Klingons too.
Oh yeah, we can get someone else to help.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and that will owe a favor to.
You just had to remind them like the Duras sisters are out there.
Yeah, man, and we've helped you, but we can go back to her in a heartbeat.
I appreciate seeing this part of this Gowron early because I didn't remember like this little throwaway going to DS9 where he kind of was more because it seemed like
In
pretty
your
first he
face.
was more honorable
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and this
Okay.
little nugget showed a little bit more other than he's trying to make sure that he is the hero of it all.
Yeah.
yep.
So I appreciate seeing that more after we've just watched DS9. Well, not just watched, but watched DS9.
When are we gonna get rid of this goddamn jacket?
It's
This
gone-
jacket sucks, man.
It's gone after the first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
The
it
whole
is.
episode.
Well, I know because he's a Romulan.
Yeah, he is.
He looks even dumber. They're like, all right, we'll take away the jacket. We're gonna make him look even worse for the 3/4 of the episode.
Do you think when they see Picard and Data, the Romulans are like, dude, that's blackface. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's Romulan face.
Not cool.
The jacket
cool.
sucks though.
Oh yeah, I agree. I
It's
was never
just-
on board like you guys.
I like the jacket.
I liked it in that first episode, and then I'm like, oh, he's gonna wear it all the time, even when he's trying to be diplomatic. He's trying to solve conflict. It does.
I agree.
Looks too casual.
It
does not fit.
It needs to be for when he's being casual.
Yes, I don't like it.
It does not fit Picard.
It doesn't.
You two are very fired up about this, and I just don't care at all. I like it. And that's all I'll say. I like it a lot.
I like the jacket.
I like the jacket a lot.
I like the jacket a lot.
We've had 3 weeks to get the "It's Always Sunny" drop,
We're not.
and we
It's
haven't.
never going to happen.
God, it's such a good drop.
It's never going to happen.
This jacket is awesome.
Never going to happen. I'm going to get Fat Guy in a little coat for that one, too.
That's a little late.
It's fine. Yeah,
Fat Guy.
There's tons of jackets drops we could use.
Fat Frankie in a little coat.
The Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Blink 182 live
182
album.
album, yeah. Yeah, that was after, that came out after the one that had What's My Age Again and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good album. Not the Take Off My Pants and Jacket. I didn't like that one. Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
You know, when I was
like that
younger,
album. Yeah. Huh.
I never put together that this was a cross promotion with Star Trek 6.
Yeah,
When I was younger, I never put that together.
I just read that they were filmed at the same time. And it came out a month before Undiscovered Country.
And the president of Paramount was actually like, why don't we find a way to promote the movie through this? Because it was filmed after the movie, but came out a month before the movie.
Yeah.
And for young me, never put that together because I saw Star Trek 6 so much later. Because it was in the theaters, didn't see in the theaters, had to wait for VHS back in the day.
Bull crap. It's bull crap.
I liked it better. Build that anticipation.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Oh yeah, he references the peace talks with the Klingons and the consequences to Kirk and his crew. That's it served as a teaser for our Undiscovered Country.
It's a world building they should have took more advantage of.
And again, it like I said, it did feel more cinematic. This episode felt very cinematic.
Yes, it absolutely did.
And I don't know if it's it's probably all encompassing, but having Leonard Nimoy on set probably raised everybody's game and
Raise the quality.
Yeah.
I was watching part 2 with
You
my
want to
daughter.
put your best out there.
And I'm like, if you're Brent Spiner or Patrick Stewart, you gotta be like, that's freaking Leonard Nimoy. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Dressed up as Spock too. You get the come on.
I think it helps though.
And Leonard Nimoy. So
You're not
good.
just seeing him at premieres or Star
Yeah.
Trek events. This is Spock.
Yeah.
But I think though, what would work in their favor, and I believe they would probably be completely starstruck. But I think it would be even worse if it was season 1 or 2 before TNG had taken off.
Yeah.
But now, it's a hit and people love it and everyone's talking about Next Generation. It's officially lasted longer than the original series now.
You think they talk shit to Nimoy on set?
4 seasons.
4 seasons in a movie. Biatch.
Yeah, exactly. You guys suck.
No, I don't think they did it at all, actually. I think that, I don't know.
They saved their best movie for
You know,
last.
looking back at Leonard Nimoy is very particular, about Star Trek Generations. When it comes around, he wanted certain changes. They offered him to direct, but he wanted time to fix it. And Paramount said, "No, bro, it needs to come out this time."
And it sucked.
And it's just,
Hey, I haven't seen it yet.
It sucks.
It didn't suck.
It sucks. We could actually watch it now.
No, we can't.
It doesn't really spoil anything.
We gotta wait till after seasons. We gotta go in order, man.
Okay, fine. Gosh, you're such a bitch.
Boys.
Anyway,
Boys.
it's fun to see him come back on a
Boys,
TV
boys,
show
boys.
as Spock, because that must show, at least he must have known something about the material and known that it had quality to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a quality story, I think.
Yeah.
The A story. I mean, we haven't really.
So there were suggestions for it, what they wanted to do, and once they came up with the suggestion about he'd remain on the planet, that's when Nimoy got okay, cool, let's do this.
He's not going back anywhere. He's staying right where he's at, and it gets referenced in Star Trek Discovery. Actually,
Yeah, I will spoil one thing that kind of annoys me about this episode.
Yeah,
Not this episode, Star Trek in general. We see Sela, right?
Yeah.
This is literally the last time we see her.
Last time you see
And
Sela.
there's so much opportunity after this. I don't know. There was a movie involving Romulans to make. It could have made.
She's a cheesy character.
She is, but I think there was potential to make
She's
her.
too mustache twirling.
I think there was
Especially in this
potential
There's not potential with her character.
to make her more villainous.
No.
You can correct that though.
It's a bad character.
This was really bad for her. This was a bad episode for her.
It's a bad character.
Especially when she had the towards the
like when she's like, I'm writing the speech in Vulcan, which means I have to use big words.
But that and then the whole asking Spock to make the speech when she already has the thing anyway. Just use.
She just that's okay. We have a hologram. Like,
but why would you give it to Spock? Like if Spock makes the speech, you give it. He has the opportunity to amend it immediately, like go off script.
Yeah.
Why not just use the hologram when you?
And also, let me tell you my master plan.
And then she got
I agree. But I think there was potential if they would course corrected.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
I think there would be potential if they if they wrote her completely differently from the beginning.
Well, they course corrected with the Ferengi, didn't they? They course corrected with Picard, didn't they?
I don't think that's a character.
No, I don't think they course corrected. I think they evolved I think they sort of learned from each iteration of it where they haven't learned anything with this character.
You basically
she's actually gotten worse.
They could have turned Sela into Khan.
I think there could have been. No. You could have if you would have done it right. Yeah.
No.
Sexist. You can't have a female Khan.
You got True Colors coming out.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can. Get it.
But yeah, her presentation in her office was dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, since we're going into the space story, she does the mustache twirling villain thing where she's like, let me reveal to you my whole plan now that you're captured and you're going to end up dead anyways. That was dumb. So I want to talk about their master plan is to go through Romulan space with 2,000 soldiers across the neutral zone into Federation space and take over all of Vulcan with 2,000
I don't see the problem.
Soldiers.
Hold on. You saw a Romulan warbird decloak and blow them up, right?
Yeah.
You're not telling me there's not more Romulan warbirds cloaked right behind it?
So Romulus is prepared to go to war with the Federation in this moment.
I guess.
That's the implication?
That's the implication.
No.
Maybe they got drones off of Amazon. Maybe they got Amazon drones.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they did. But if maybe
they
had
3 Vulcan ships off Amazon. They did.
That's true.
And they sucked because they went down with one
Vulcan
shot.
And they got the stranglehold on Vulcan, then they'd be willing to go for it.
But like that's the thing. Like, okay, they're already showing that Romulus is not united. There's a whole underground movement to reunite with, like, peacefully. That they're pushing back against their government.
Did they ever say how big that movement was?
I know it was like 15 people.
Yeah, I don't think the movement was very big.
I think it's bigger than you. I think it's big enough that warrants Spock's attention, right? So I think the implication.
Oh, it's like a birthday party.
Yeah.
Well, right now it is. The best birthday parties start off small and then they grow.
And then yeah.
So
I've seen Project X.
Yeah, there you go. Gosh, that movie was such a hit for a minute there. But like this whole idea that, okay, Romulus is going to declare war at Vulcans, and the way they're going about it is we're just using a hologram of Spock. Why now? Why in this moment? Why this master plan? Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. It's a really dumb plan. Spock stuff is great. And the whole movement and working with that, but the master plan to invade Vulcan, not good.
It's definitely a stretch.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a stretch. Because, like I said, what's stopping them from doing it sooner? Is it because Spock's on their planet?
Yeah, they're showing up. They're going to show up for the big
They already
man.
know he was already on the planet, so that was, I think, what the intention was, is that we've got him on the planet, so we could do the hologram. They know he's here, so they already know that Picard said that he's on a peacekeeping mission.
Yeah.
So
with his cowboy diplomacy. Ooh.
Yeah. Which
could they have used that phrase another 3 times?
He said Kirk. I was like, yeah, Kirk.
Could they have mentioned cowboy diplomacy another half dozen times?
I know, right?
Good
Well,
Lord.
that's the pretentiousness of Picard right there. Like, his way is always the best way. But you can't just do whatever you want. You do all the time, Picard. You literally do it all the time. It's because it wasn't your idea. Your arms are not open.
Tembo. His eyes closed.
Pour one out for the homies.
Yeah, that's right.
It's empty.
I was waiting for actually stuff.
I give it an 8. Oh, wait.
We're not there yet.
Oh, shit.
We're not there yet. All right. Okay. So, more specifically, though, we didn't even talk about Sarek being involved and the whole dynamic.
That scene was fantastic.
With Picard and Sarek.
Sarek was... Mark Leonard was acting the hell out of that.
Mark Leonard did a really good job with a very short scene.
It was touching, man. Just as going back and forth. Alzheimer's,
with
man.
the emotions. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that was really well done. And him, like, declaring the love for his child and all that. And yeah,
and then it came full circle at the end.
And then it came full circle, and then Spock got to mind meld him.
And he got to see all his dad's nudes.
Which is fascinating because I thought they would end with a shot of Spock smiling, but they ended it with Picard smiling.
They're not going to show Spock smiling.
You can. He's half human.
He's not going to do that, though. The only time he did it was when...
with Kirk, when he's sassy.
But you could extract...
That maybe that's what it was.
The emotion in that scene. Because they showed him for a good 3 or 4 seconds before they cut to the shot with Picard.
Yeah.
And you could tell that it was... You could tell it was emotional. I mean...
He didn't have to crack a grin or a tear.
Just a big shit-eating grin.
Yeah. I like earlier in the episode where Picard is talking with Riker, though, and he's talking about the relationship between Sarek. He's like, what's the relationship like? And he goes, well, you know about boys and their fathers. And that's literally all he says. And Riker's like, yep because his dad was a dirtbag, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
He knows.
Say less, fam.
Yep.
Say less.
Understood.
And Picard's dad was a dirtbag, too. Wasn't he?
Everybody on this everybody's got daddy issues.
Right? I know you didn't like Picard, but like that was what it turned out to be.
Because it was dumb.
Wasn't the dad abusive or something like that?
Some crap like that. I don't remember. I try to forget Picard season 1 as fast as I can.
That was season 2.
Well, head injuries, I get them to forget that show.
Season 2 was the time traveling in the chateau one.
I purposely try to cause myself brain damage to forget
the Borg.
Picard.
Yeah.
Could you not spoil the whole fucking thing for me or what?
You're never gonna watch it.
Yeah, you are.
We're gonna review it
because it's part of TNG.
Oh gosh, are we gonna wait?
It's a TNG appendix.
No, because then we have to do Voyager, then Enterprise.
Oh, that's true. It gets them a little bit.
If
messy.
we're gonna go in order of the series,
2029.
It does get messy. Because we can't even do Picard season 3 after this. Then
no, you
because,
can't
oh
because
my
you have
God,
Voyager characters in it.
734-494-0980. How do we do fit Picard into this show?
I think you watch Voyager and then you can do Picard.
Oh wow!
Listen, as long as it isn't Scrubs, I'm good.
Picard. Yep. Okay, I get you. What? Well, the Doctor is kind of like he could be on Scrubs.
No.
From Voyager.
No, you know who? You know what Doctor could be on Scrubs? Dr. Pulaski.
I thought you were going to say Kevorkian.
Dang, that's not even nice.
Dr. Pulaski will be the best character on Scrubs.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
That is sad. That's sad.
They should come out with a TV show called Scrubs, but it's all Starfleet doctors.
They were talking about that for a while there.
Starfleet Medical.
Yeah, Starfleet Medical. I would have watched the heck out of that.
That'll
show.
be fun.
Yeah.
They could do so much fun stuff with Star Trek. Instead, they're like, hey, you want to do something stupid?
Let's make a Starfleet Academy show. Actually, Starfleet Academy could work, especially with Tawny Newsome involved.
I didn't want it in the future, but I'm open-minded to it. But
yeah, but as
Tawny
long as
writing
they're not looking back.
That's true.
I just don't know about the 29th century stuff.
Ooh, we could cancel our shows. We could just cancel them.
You want to cancel Keeping Up with the Kardashians?
No, just our Star Trek shows. Like Lower Decks. That was a good show. Boom, cancel it. Gone.
Lower Decks was good.
So this is an interesting thing from this episode. The guy who plays Senator Pardick, he was in the first appearance in Star Trek. He played a voice of the Keeper in that episode.
The Cage?
Malachi Throne. Yep, the Cage. He also appeared as Commander Jose Mendez in the Menagerie Part 1. Wow, I can't talk. Yeah,
Can you say that again, or what are we doing here?
Hey, I'm the one struggling today, Nick. Can you?
He also appeared as Commodore Jose Mendez in the Menagerie. Menagerie.
It's Menage a Trois.
No, it's not that. It's not that.
Oh.
No. But I get where you're going. I get where you're coming. So that's interesting. So he appeared in the very first episode of Star Trek with Leonard Nimoy, and now here he is 20-something years later doing Next Generation with him. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, they're like, hey, can you get that one guy that did the first
He did
episode
a voice
with him?
in that first
he
episode.
was a voice. It was
bit part.
Yeah.
There's a quote from Michael Piller when he wrote the teleplay for episode 2. And it says, when I looked at the second hour of Unification, which I'll always consider a character study of Spock, I realized it was talking and nothing goes on. I was very unhappy with it. I really appreciated the more methodical approach to it.
It wouldn't work if it was less talky. Spock isn't an action guy.
Never was. No.
But I really liked that about these episodes. Like, really liked it about these episodes. It was so patient the way it told its story.
Yeah, it didn't have a, well, yes and no.
Oh, he said he elaborated too.
Oh, does he?
It's no secret I was disappointed more by my own work on it than anything else. I remember watching it for the first time cut together and saying, this is dark, it's flat, who cares? It's talky. I'm a writer who depends on a great deal on his instinct, and they almost always lead me into a good direction. This time I don't think they did. Where am I? If I had to do it over, I would do a science fiction-y mystery with weird stuff and get Spock involved. That wouldn't work.
No, I disagree.
I like the politics thing for Spock.
Absolutely. Here. This was a great way a great pace for the story. It wasn't too dark. It wasn't too Plus, you had the Riker stuff to try to lighten up the darkness.
And it shows Spock in a different part of his career and his life, right? Like this isn't Spock who's on the Starship Enterprise going on missions. No, this is an older Spock, right? Where the whole other crew is dead, minus Bones is still alive technically at that point.
So is never mind.
Yeah. We'll find that out later.
Sarek's still alive.
They're bringing back Khan.
Did you know they killed Jadzia?
I did know that, actually. But I totally disagree with Michael Piller. Totally disagree.
Oh, absolutely.
And he even mentioned that he was disappointed he didn't provide more chemistry between Picard and Spock. I thought Picard and Spock was pretty good, and it was like their relationship was very, like, it felt like the father and son.
Yeah,
they were just
it did.
constantly butting heads.
And Picard, I forgot who said it was. I think it was Spock. It had
Spock
a very Vulcan quality to him. And that's, I think someone pointed that out on this show especially early Picard, where it was just very unemotional about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, yeah, because that's when he was talking to Data. That's when he and Data were going back and forth about, and Data was saying how the part of him that he wishes he had was the part that Spock pretty much just tosses aside, his humanity.
Right.
The thing that I didn't like was between Spock and Picard was that Spock was in makeup for a lot of it. It just took me out of it.
Yo, Picard was in makeup. Yeah.
Yeah, Picard. Did I say Spock? Yeah.
Yeah.
I just...
It didn't...
I don't know. I just didn't... It wasn't... It's a nitpick, but...
Oh, I love how we're bringing Data on this mission too. This guy who we're talking about the Romulans who are incredibly emotional and over the top,
and he's talking to the one. He's like, he's talking like a goddamn robot, and
he's calling him Captain and Sir out in public like an idiot. Like, this is the worst undercover agent.
Don't forget, he was prepping on the ship for interactions on the planet too.
Yeah,
he's basically watching him sleep.
That was kind of funny. Where he's just.
I liked when Picard was like, "Could you not watch me?" or whatever, and he's like, "I'll look in the other direction," and he was like, like turning around. He was turning around, but keeping eye contact until the very last second.
That was pretty funny.
It was good. It was good humor on there. But like, why? Why are we taking Data?
Data, why are your pants down?
Skills that he has,
huh?
But they probably just should have told him to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, don't talk. You're a mute. You're a Romulan mute. You don't talk. You lost your voice in the war or something, because he's just absolutely terrible in that restaurant too. And like, actually, there are 12 dialogues on. Shut up, man.
No one talks like that.
No one talks like that.
Well, no Romulans do.
A Vulcan would.
A Vulcan would, yeah, exactly. Like that's
he got it mixed up like I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, so they all look alike, do they, Joe?
That's a very racist comment.
Joe.
They're similar.
I suppose you appreciate Romulan face too.
They're the same species, but so
you guys can
doesn't
piss
matter.
off. Sorry.
The same species as someone from Korea or or
or
Finland
or
Nairobi. I don't hear you saying that we look the same.
Wow, Joe. Wow.
That's very racist.
Problematic.
All space aliens look the same to me.
Wow, there it is. There it is. There it is, folks. You heard it here for 7.
Diversity is a uniquely Earth thing.
Earth lives matter.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's it. There's no diversity in space. They're all aliens. They're all green with those little almond heads.
I don't know if you noticed.
What would be like the thin blue line flag for the Federation?
Almond heads.
Isn't that what are teardrop heads or
yeah.
whatever you want to call them?
Like a blue star on the flag.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Just one blue star. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
We remember our fallen commanders and admirals.
Dude, make the Federation great again.
Make the Federation great again.
It would be a blue hat, though.
It would.
Yeah.
Oh, that could work. That could have worked instead of doing.
Is it Mufga?
Oh,
Make
The Federation great again. MFGA?
make.
Mufga.
Yeah.
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 Milfga.
Make R. So, Mafka.
You could make Earth great again.
Mega?
Mega. Yeah. You know, make it a blue hat with the Federation logo or
Yeah.
something.
Make Cardassia great again.
Mick. Yeah.
I like how there were a couple of official photos of me
Yeah.
from the cruise
the
wearing
Wearing
a
the
hat.
Cardassian hat. Yeah.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. Anything else from these episodes that you guys really feel like calling out?
No, I just
I liked it.
I really enjoyed
I
it.
appreciated the comedic moments. I really liked those. The Data ones were really good. The Spock and Data interaction was good. I liked Worf singing Cleon opera.
That was pretty
I
good.
thought that was funny.
That was pretty
Yeah.
great. She's like, I'm going to be a little rusty. I don't want to ever really sing this. And then he starts getting down to it too.
Okay.
Singing out of
It's
key.
just like, I mean, once she started singing, he's like, I gotta hit these notes.
I'm in this.
Yeah, and he had to take a second and take a step back and be ready to go, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this episode is one of 4 times in the original series characters reprise their roles in The Next Generation.
Oh.
Is it the first of 4 times?
No,
No, 'cause-
you already saw DeForest Kelly in the very
Oh, that's
first
right.
episode.
Yep.
And you saw Sarek.
Serac.
I know. Why is he calling him Serac? Data.
Was he?
Yeah, he did.
No diddy.
He did. He called him Serac or something.
I don't remember that.
Sarek. Sarek.
Usually that would
There's a
He said it
couple
weird.
of times that there's a couple of pronunciation.
Yeah.
Interesting
They
pronunciation
sound like
moments.
me. They sound like me, like making up.
Yeah,
words.
I'm surprised if someone didn't go nailed it, like off camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone in the back
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
You just hear it in passing off the boom mic. That'd be great. I got nothing else for this episode, I don't think.
It stinks.
You got something else?
No,
I don't.
I don't.
Well, let's go to rating this, gentlemen.
I already gave you my rating.
Did you go with 8
Yeah.
for both?
Yep.
See, I'm not that high.
Really?
It's a B minus. Yeah. This episode's not worse than a B minus.
Oh, contraire, mon frere. I give it a 7.5.
Okay. If you said 7 flat, I was gonna punch you in the throat.
7.5. I give it a 7.5.
I
We
mean,
would have had it on tape.
no, I would have cut it off like a police body cam.
Not my favorite episode. Not my least favorite episode. Solid.
I enjoyed the hell out of myself. 8,
Yeah.
5, and 9.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
First of all,
Well, actually,
when you're watching Star Trek, you should not be enjoying yourself. You should be watching Star Trek.
yeah. Although I will say the first half of this wasn't quite as good as the payoff.
And you just tried to blast me for it.
So,
Yeah. Is that?
well, I
any
gave
different?
the first half a 7.5 and the second half
8.5.
no.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
You gave it an 8 altogether.
A 9. And I gave it 8.5, yeah.
That would
So
mean-
then there would be an 8.
That'd mean you gave one a 7 and one a 9. That would make an 8. 7 plus 9 divided by 2.
8.5 and 9 and 7.5
He
average
gave them
is
both
8.
8. Oh, they're both 8s though. No, but you took them and averaged them out to give them both the same score. Don't blink at me. Don't blink at me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm asking for help.
What do you guys think of Unification out there in the listener
Parts
world?
1 and full of do. What is this? How is this regarded in the fandom?
Very well. Very well.
So
a lot of romanticism over seeing Spock play with these characters, which is
and there might be a
cool.
little bit of that too. But I love the pacing in the story. I loved a lot about the way the characters interacted.
It also didn't feel forced.
It did not feel forced. It felt cinematic in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
Well, and I think that the reason why this worked is because our characters have finally been fleshed out. If you did this season 2 or 3,
Yeah, like you were saying earlier, if this was a season 1, it would feel like, okay, well, we need to bring somebody in, a big name to really kind of like solidify everything and bring some eyes to the show.
Right.
Whereas this feels like a very natural, for a better word, melding of
But you're right.
Of the past and the current.
Yeah, you don't have Spock on screen going, "Oh my gosh, Patrick Stewart needs to prove himself." He doesn't need to prove himself anymore. He's established as Jean-Luc Picard. He's a loved captain now. The crew is loved. So,
but he also wasn't. He didn't seem like he was overbearing either.
No,
in his scenes.
No, yeah, and you feel like that would probably be a challenge for someone like that, like when you're working up against this Titan of Trek.
Mm-hmm.
Titan of Trek.
The good news is that Stewart is an actor himself, man. That guy can throw some dialogue. Just so you know, this was not the first time that Nimoy considered appearing as Spock on TNG. Before the 1988 writers' strike, there were proposals for him to appear in the second season, Dr. Pulaski season, the Gaslight season.
Gross.
The Gas Leak season, sorry.
I've been gaslit to believe that was a viable television.
To be written by Tracy Torme.
Good thing he didn't.
Yes.
Because I think, again, you're taking away from the show when
I think he would have read it and been like, nah, dog, I'm good. Pulaski,
Doctor Who?
I'm good.
It's kind of like they would be relying too much on nostalgia, and fans would see right through that and hate it.
Yeah. And that's what I appreciated about this is
it didn't dumb it down.
It didn't rely on the nostalgia. It brought him in as it felt like he could be a genuine character, not just a nostalgic character. Oh, yeah. That's Spock from the original series. No, he was a real character that actually played a role in this plot.
And if someone watched this episode, then went to go see Star Trek 6 a month later, and were really paying attention when Spock said, you know the role I played in the original Kinnemer Accords, and then when they watch Star Trek 6, they go,
yeah,
he said that last month.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That would be badass.
Yeah, that would be pretty badass.
You know what's so funny is because
that was before all this world building between TV and cinema.
Right.
That's a solid little mini world
Hell
building.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, it was before Marvel came around.
I regretted my place in that. I almost got everybody killed. I was like, all right. I didn't remember that coming into this episode.
No, I didn't either.
I didn't remember that they were back to back. I'm like, I get all of it. The big picture.
The big picture. And Worf was at the Kinnemer Accords as well.
It's true.
And so was Odo.
It's true.
Worf and Odo were both there.
Where was he? Where was Odo in this episode?
Not in this episode, but he was at the Kinnemer Accords.
Oh, okay.
He was the Admiral.
Yeah, Admiral.
Well, honestly, for all we know, Odo could have been in this episode.
He could, yeah. No, because we would have recognized him because his face would be all ugly, unless he was a jar.
No, he could have been
like a lampshade.
Made himself a thing, whatever, into something else.
Exactly.
A thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. He could have.
They just came in blasting.
Next week we got 2 episodes, A Matter of Time and New Ground. I think we're not even close to the halfway point of the season.
No, this was episode 7 and 8.
Yeah, I know.
How about this to come out? Like you just came away from, you're just opening the season and you drop bangers. Like the season, other than maybe 1 or 2.
The game?
I said other than like 1 or 2 episodes, hasn't been pretty.
Well, the game was solid. What I give the game?
Avatar. The game you gave a 7, Joe.
Nice. See, that's a solid ass episode. What about Silicon Valley?
6.5, and it was Avatar, but that's okay.
I said pretty much. I didn't say exactly.
Those are solid
Overall, we're doing good in season 7. We're all in the 7s for the season. 7.6, 7.6 for
you said I gave silicon breast implants 6.5.
6.5. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So we're doing good so far in season 5, but I think we take a dip for a little bit here. I think, if I recall, we're about to find out.
Anything. When I dip, you dip, we dip.
But this is the Inner Light season, which is regarded as probably the best Star Trek Next Generation episode,
Other than Visitor.
Oh, Inner Light, also a terrible Beatles song.
Oh.
Just like the rest of them?
Cut his mic. Then his throat.
He's done. Did you get the right one? Oh, he's done.
Yeah, we got him.
He's done.
We got him, folks.
He's
No
done.
more Beatles slander.
Everyone, thanks for joining. Keep it up with the Kardashians. This is Nick.
Beatles suck!
This is Joe. And Rob is dead to us.
Peace out. We love you all.
You can turn him back on.
No.
Give him his flowers.
No, he's cut off. No.
This is Joe.
No. I gotcha.
Got him.
Yeah, you try to come back. Ain't no comebacks here. Bye, everyone. Thanks for keeping up with us. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.